Hey, Entre Fam, this is Young Kim, and this is video 63 of 90. And you may be wondering why I'm kind of hunched over like this, and it's because I'm excited to show you my shirt of the day. Here it is. Doo-doo! I finally got one. I was excited. It came in on Friday, and I was excited to show it off. It's probably backwards, but you guys know what this is, the Successfully Unemployed Entre Nation. So, yeah, just a good reminder for what I'm trying to achieve. And yeah, thanks to Entre for designing such an awesome shirt. But anyways, today after church we were actually supposed to go swimming at our in-laws. Take my daughter for a pool day, but the forecast said it's going to be thunderstorms all day, so we had to nix that. So we just kind of went out to eat some lunch with some church family members. And then we came on the way back home. We just did some grocery shopping and then came home. That's where we are right now. I'm gonna go through the next part of my throughline challenge. Oh, actually, before I do that, I want to actually give a little shout out to Mary Hooper. She said some really kind words to me in one of my previous videos, and I just wanted to thank her for those words instead of just thanking her with a little comment reply. So yeah, and so I also wanted to say that I enjoy a lot of your videos too, and the things you talk about and how you encourage other people also encourage me, and I see that, and I'm encouraged and driven by your actions on the community as well. So thanks. So onward to my next memory in my throughline challenge. It's basically talking about my last time I talked about my first couple years after graduating college, and I forgot to mention in the other video. I was about to mention it, and I kind of went off a tangent and forgot to come back to it. But I graduated with a psychology degree eventually, because I felt like I was called into ministry. I thought psychology would be the best fit for that in a normal university, not like a theological type of Bible college type place. So, I'm kind of seeing this whole thing in my life where God's been just leading me into things that I had no idea at the time. Like, for example, the psychology degree. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I thought I was called into pastoral ministry. But as I went through my life, living life, like, I just realized that I wasn't going to be pastoral ministry in a ministry, but it was going to be some other kind of ministry. But now I see that, at that time when I was meandering in college and I just decided on doing, on a psychology degree, that he actually led me there, to have that kind of knowledge and skill set, where I can really help people and things like that, to understand psych stuff. So not that I'm a shrink or anything like that, but really understand people and help people. So it's just a constant I've really been seeing in my life, where God's been putting people in my life, guiding me to places where at the time I was just like, what am I doing here? But now I see that, and it was for future purposes. So that's kind of awesome to see. But anyways, back to the throughline challenges. So a couple years after, and I talked about meeting my wife, and it was actually about a year and a half after we started dating that I proposed to her. And I think we only did it for a year and a half because I kind of knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. And I think she knew with me as well. So I know a year and a half might not be very long for some people, but I guess for others it might not be. It might have been too long, right? So, but that was the right time for us, and And so I guess today I'm going to talk about, how I proposed, the story of how I proposed. So at the time, my wife loved karaoke, and so I actually called a bunch of her friends, and set up a karaoke night where, well, not, and I didn't call too many friends because um, she was autistic, and she'd rather have smaller groups, so I called more of her closer friends, and then we went out and had a karaoke night. And at the time as well, I think it was, um, if I didn't mention this before, my wife just loves all things Disney. But she, at the time, Frozen had just recently come out, so she loved all the songs from Frozen, of course. So I actually called the karaoke place and made sure they had a certain song. If you guys, I don't know if you guys know it, but it's "Love Is an Open Door." It's the one where Hans, I know he's the villain or whatever, but it's the one where Hans, they and Anna do a duet, and then he proposes at the end. So I thought it was fitting that we do that, and she really likes that. She really liked that song, and she always, while we were driving in the car, she'd want to do duets with me to sing that car, and she'd always be like, "Oh, we should sing this during karaoke." So I thought I'd do that. I thought it'd be a perfect fit for that. So so we went into, so we had the karaoke night. We were having fun and stuff, and then it finally came for us to go up and do the duet, and we sang the song and stuff like that, and at the end where he proposes, I did the same thing, and I just remember her face. It was just like deer in the headlights, like because she wasn't expecting at all what was going on. But I thought it was cute. But I also remember there, like, in front of, like, the whole karaoke bar, right? That's probably why she was in the she had the deer in the headlights look, because I was doing this in front of, like, a whole karaoke bar in front of people we didn't even know. But I remember being on one knee and just being like, "Say something," because she was just standing there with a blank stare, and then she eventually said yes. And I could probably post maybe share the video maybe in a link or something, because we did record it, or I had one of my friends record it. So yeah. Anyways, that's how I proposed, and then afterwards some of us went out to kind of like a more intimate setting to have some dinner, and then we ended all right like that. So, and while of course proposals are going to be a big memory for everybody, but for me, I think it was because of two reasons. First one being, of course, that she, this beautiful woman, beautiful and kind and sweet woman, wanted to spend the rest of her life with me, which also boosted my confidence, significantly. And then also I could finally start to see the picture of kind of my dream of wanting a family and raising a family. I've always wanted to raise a big family. When I told my wife that, when we were dating, she was just like, "We'll see how the first one goes." But even now we are kind of thinking about having another one. So yeah. But I think with her, it was more of fear of, because she was a preemie. She was a micro preemie. So preemies, in studies, preemies tend to have preemies and have complications as well in pregnancy. So that's why she was like, "We'll see how the first one goes." But she's being more open to having more kids and things like that. So and I think even if we have, and eventually if once I get all the affiliate stuff up and running and going, and getting that financial leverage to be able to do more and more, it'd be easier, not easier per se, but we would be able to leverage more things to help us raise a bigger family. So yeah, I mean, so those are the two reasons, confidence, and also seeing my dream come together slowly, also was a big thing. So yeah, that's it for today's through line, I guess, memory. So yeah, until tomorrow's video, stay awesome, mantra.